From LALATE News headquarters in Santa Monica, this is Mornings LALATE.
It's a big morning of a delicious August 31st, 2022. As the toast is toasting, the butter is buttering, and the coffee is brewing. We have now 12 categories of stimulus checks that have become a law that pay you across the board 100 to 200 possible checks. And we'll go over those huge monies in the big second half. Stay at the very end as we go over the huge checks heating up this week. But also heating up the week are the comments from the Fed governors. And a Fed governor minutes ago, New York President John Williams, not the composer, but the other one, talked about interest rate spikes and why they're likely to stay with us because inflation's not going away. We have a new indication today about the earnings recession as more companies downward guide for the rest of this year. We'll go over what it means for you across the board. Plus, those are lifetimes of stimulus checks, where they're coming from, the raise of your benefits. My goodness. Your benefits are going up a lot. Some of you $5,000, some of you less. We'll go over the latest details across the board because inflation may have peaked on the high end, but not yet in the component parts. We'll go over the latest details that you need to know across this recording. But the great news is that there's now 12 categories of checks that yield 100 to 200 checks. On top of this lifetime of stimulus, the raise of your benefits, and we're going to go over how to get it. Stay to the very end. Plus, in the big second half, you have my commentary you've never seen before. Stimulus checks A, B, and C passed by executive action of Joseph Biden in the month of March. Then checks E through K done by Congress 2 Sundays ago. Then the wonderful checks L and M found on this channel last week. Will I find new checks this week? Oh boy, it's getting exciting. Well, the latest details on that, plus one individual indicates where a bear market is versus a recession. And we have the latest details on the economy and how it impacts your wallet with a September just around the corner, and counter Colleen as well. From the shores of Santa Monica, California, it's a delicious morning. The toast is toasted, the butter is butter. You're ready to rock and roll. I am, as Mornings LA gets underway. And good morning, everybody. It's a big day. And guess what happened minutes ago? Several companies gave us downward guidance for the rest of this year, and it was just one after another. An earnings recession underway. A massive week is heating up. And I thought it was actually Friday. I don't know how that happened. And I looked for the jobless claims number this morning. I thought, oh, I missed it yesterday. Well, no, yesterday was Monday. Yeah, just a hell of a mess at the moment. But not a mess as those 4 stimulus checks in every U.S. state. Go on to this video, become a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Casino VIP in the big second half. We're going to go over all these incredible checks. $100,000. You qualify. Just incredible. Those 4 stimulus checks coming up in a second. But boy, it's an exciting week. If only I could figure out what day of the week it is. Afternoons LA was just taped minutes ago, and I thought to myself, did I say Friday? Wait, it is Friday. No, it's not Friday. It's Tuesday. So I'm just really out of it this morning. But let's jump into the major stories making news this morning. One of them is the earnings recession. Several companies downward guided for the whole rest of the year. This is big news for you and your money, because if companies are downward guiding, mean they're going to have lower earnings or lower profits the rest of this year. It's not good for you or this economy. And what were they? They were Express, the retail. I love that store. They downward guided for the whole rest of this year. Now the stocks are down. It's 4.7% at the opening today. Chewy, the home delivery for pet goods, they cut full year guidance down 10.8% at the opening of the market today. We had beats on CrowdStrike. We had misses on HP. We had drops on Snap, and then Bed Bath & Beyond 14% down. But then we had year-end guidance downward for as well. PVH. They downgraded for the whole rest of the year, and they own Calvin Klein and Tommy Hilfiger. Wow, what a morning it is. And guess who had a commentary about this morning? It was Binky Chadha. I love that name, Binky. He says, I would remind people that bear market rallies are frequent and large. Bear market meaning downward spiraling. And he said that bear market rallies may have not reached their lows yet, and that the lows could be 14 to 50%. I believe it could be even lower than that. Oh boy. This is why you need to get a forced stimulus check in every U.S. state. Say this big second half as we go over these forced stimulus checks in every U.S. state. It is 12 categories of checks, but it's not 12 checks. It is nearly $100,000 to $200,000 of checks, more delicious than the bacon missing on the set, more delicious than the butter that's going up every day in the supermarket, more expensive than even that delicious cappuccino. We're going to go over all those incredible checks in just a second. Go on the video, become a member, Purple Hawk, Purple Power Casino VIP. The other major story we're starting with today, and boy, I think this was a big story. I led with this on afternoons, which you're going to see today at 3 o'clock. It's a big show. Was the comment that came in minutes ago from that Fed president out of New York. He's a big, important guy. His name is John Williams. His comment is, we're staying with these interest rate spikes and stop saying otherwise. I've been recording this for a while on this channel, and I said that the inflation would hit in this U.S. economy this year. I said this last year. I said this in spring of 2021. The inflation would be 8% and around for a while. I got it right, as Wall Street and the Federal Reserve got it wrong. They said 2% or 3% in 1 or 2 months, temporary, transitory. Then, early this year, inflation still stayed at 8%. Fed Reserve kept on raising rates to get inflation down. It didn't work. Where is it today? They've gotten it all down of a half a percentage point in all these 8 months. So, this is what started 2 weeks ago. I said that the Federal Reserve's own words, for their own mouth, and their governors like Bullard and Daly and Bauman all say, they're going to have interest rate spikes until they get inflation to 2%. Pretty obvious, isn't it? Not apparently so, because Wall Street said there's going to be a Fed pivot. Wall Street said one more interest rate spike. It's all the same narrative. That Wall Street said Federal Reserve is going to do one interest rate spike in September and call it quits. Jay Powell spoke almost a week ago and said, let me make this clear. We're staying with this. He says maybe I have to be a little bit more direct. That's a elegant way of saying you're not listening to me. Let me be a little bit more direct. Translation, take the cotton balls out of your ears. You're not listening to me. So what did John Williams say minutes ago? A more amplified version of that. This is not something we're going to do for a short period of time and change course, was his quote minutes ago. What is that about? The Fed pivot, the fake story from Wall Street. The Fed pivot, the fake story from Wall Street, is the Federal Reserve is going to do one interest rate spike in September and call it quits. Here's Williams, not particularly happy with that false narrative, and says, we are not going to change course after a very short period of time. In fact, he repeats Jay Powell's comments. We will stay with this for some time. For some time. Boy, folks, that's why you need to get a forced stimulus check in every U.S. state. Coming back to this channel today, but for only one day at the moment, is that favorite university you love. It's called LALATE University. It's for Purple Hawks, Purple Power, Casino VIPs, anyone that wants to pounce on stimulus. And LALATE 101 is now in session. Class LALATE 101 is now in session right now. If you're in the live chat, write the following words to graduate from LALATE 101. There's a forced stimulus check in every U.S. state because it comes from the federal government. Right in the live chat, there's a forced stimulus check in every U.S. state from the government. Why? Because that is important to remember. The forced stimulus check in every U.S. state was done by executive action of Joseph Biden in the month of March. It's If you want money right now, not 5 days from now, and not 5 weeks from now, then reach out to the community page. The volunteers can help you find that money for rent and utilities. That's at news.lalate.com/community. The community page features a series of volunteers who are viewers like you. They can help you find rent, utilities, SNAP, food benefits, mortgage assistance, and help you with eviction moratorium questions as well. Their Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram individuals reach out to them and indicate the city and state you're from, and they'll get back to you shortly. That's a community page. Volunteers working for you, viewers helping one another. Stay with LA for more. Join LALATE Daily for the excitement of the new LALATE live daily. The excitement starts on Mornings LALATE at 9 a.m. Home LALATE returns at 11 a.m. daily. And then afternoons LALATE at 1 p.m. Join us daily as the excitement continues live from Santa Monica on LALATE. And the excitement continues right now in the big second half of a beautiful morning in LA from the shores of Santa Monica, California. Hope you have a beautiful day. It is gorgeous here along the coast. Hope you are ready for a big week of news from this incredible channel. We have so much to go over in this big second half. Four stimulus check is in every U.S. state. Single individual, $75,000. Let's go get it. How do you get it? Go into the video, join the channel, become a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Casino VIP. Get that incredible newsletter Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time via the YouTube alerts. These incredible checks are huge and you deserve them, and we're going to go over all those incredible checks starting right now. Check A, Check B, and Check C. These incredible checks are huge. Let's jump in that one. First check, Check A. It's a $6,500 to $12,000 four stimulus check in every U.S. state. Single individual, $75,000. Let's go get it. Married couple, $150,000. Let's go get it. And if you're on benefits, go get it as well. How do you get it? You go under the video, become a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Casino VIP. Then get that incredible newsletter Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Go down to where you see Check A, click the link, and then you go and get it. Huge money across the board. It is $6,500 to $12,000. You're not going to stop there yet. You're going to go get Check B. $15,000 to $80,000. A four stimulus check in every U.S. state. Single individual, $75,000. Let's go get it. Married couple, $150,000. Let's go get it. And if you're on benefits, go get it as well. How do you get it? Go under the video, become a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Casino VIP. And look at that. That is the wonderful Check B. That is $80,000 there. That is the wonderful Check A. But that is $100,000 to start. We're not done there yet. We're going to go get Check C. Check C is $24,000 to $45,000, but our viewers have gotten a lot more money than that. It is for rent, utilities, mortgage assistance, and more. Boy, you deserve these big sums of money. And how do you get that wonderful Check C? You go into the video, become a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, and Casino VIP. Then you go down to Check C where it tells you who to call, what to say, and how to say it. These incredible checks of Check C have been on this channel for a long time, and we're going to look at some of those incredible success stories right now. From Nisi all the way up to Elizabeth, it is a lot of money. It's upwards of $30,000. You deserve these incredible sums of money. Go get them right across the board. And then here is the utilities. From Angela all up to Nancy, go get them. Len Glenn getting 12 months of utilities. Then when we look at SNAP, huge. Look at these incredible sums of money. Marcus Law is getting $250,000 over 10 years. Combinations. From Nisi all the way up to Nancy, huge. Nisi was at $23,000, and then she went to $50,000. Mark was at $32,000, then he went to a whopping $166,000. He went from 32 to 100, then from 100 to 166. Incredible. Here's Lorraine. She was at 105, and then she went to 155. You deserve these big sums of money, and that is the wonderful Check A to Check C. It is $100,000 of checks. It is 3 clusters of checks, but we're not done there yet. You're going to go get checks E through K. Checks E through K. You're ready? Let's rock and roll with those right now. E is a wonderful $7,500 check. F is $4,000. G is huge. It's 30% off. H is 20% off. And that, excuse me, H is $2,000. I is $8,000. J is $8,000. K is $14,000. My goodness, that is the wonderful check E through K. They are all in the membership newsletter. Next, we are ready for check L and M. L like lots and M like money. L is $100,000 of interest-free loan money for the purchase of a home. Doesn't have to be the first. And M is incredible closing costs, free money upwards of $4,000. Wow. L through M, go get them. They're all in the membership newsletter, and you deserve this money. Go into the video, become a member, Purple Hawk, Purple Power Casino VIP. Get these incredible sums of money across the board. And with that, let's go into the big details, starting right now, of what you need to know with this big sums of money. LATE 303 is now in session. In LATE 303, we go over some very basic. Where do you apply for these checks? Jump in the live chat and write, you apply in the newsletter. In the newsletter. Jump in the live chat and I will graduate you from class LATE 303 at LA University if you write in the newsletter. Pretty simple, isn't it? It is. Then, LATE 404, now in session. Where do you get the worksheets? In the newsletter. And here's a bonus question. How do you get the newsletter? Via the YouTube alerts. Via the YouTube alerts. Right in the live chat, via the YouTube alerts. And you're ready to rock and roll. It's so simple as that. Now, let's go to the advanced class, LATE 505. Where do I find check A through M? Answer, in the newsletter. In the newsletter. Jump in the live chat right now. And congratulations to all those wonderful viewers. Congratulations to Dragon and Margaret and Nisi and Lorraine and Lynn Glenn. Incredible jobs across the board. Now, time for some commentary from me to you in a day in which I lost track of the day of the week, and I think we may have had a problem with audio, but who knows. Let's jump into the big commentary starting right now. You know, when this channel launched on day one, I was helping people get things fixed. EIDL grants that were not approved. EIDL loans that were not approved. I told them you do this and you go do it. And they did it. It was simple and we moved on to the next situation. For example, people had put the wrong account number in. I said, check the account number. Oh, I made a mistake. You're right. And we moved on. We went on to the next thing they had to fix. Like they had chosen the wrong thing on the application. Very simple. So we went to the next item. We never went back. We went forward. We did one thing and we went forward. And there's another example. For unemployment assistance, people had applied and got approved, but they never certified each week. You have to ask for money each week. And I said, you'd go do that. Oh, I didn't know that. So we said it, and then we moved on. In recent days, some people want us to bring it back to basics. And I got to tell you, starting today, this is the final day in which I'm going to cover basics. And I'll go over this right now. So, some people are new members. Some people are existing members. But there's currently, and I'm trying to remember how many it is, there's currently 24, 34, 44 videos a day airing on this channel and the two other channels. And they repeat the same thing collectively, probably 200, 300 times a day, where I say, go get the newsletter. Become a member, go get the newsletter. So what I'm saying to you is I'm not going to repeat basic stuff to you that the video already says. The video already says, become a member. How do you become a member? People get that pretty simple. Then get that newsletter. People say, where do I apply for checks? That's a really basic question. So if you're still asking that question, it's a little too basic. Let's take it back a notch. If you don't understand when I say 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, that you're not in the Pacific Standard Time, that you're in a different time zone, you need to get caught up. You need to get caught up in live. I can't be going over something so basic as your time zone. It's very, very basic stuff, and you need to get that caught up. If you don't know how to use your phone, this is not a cell phone channel. If you don't know to stay signed into YouTube when you're on the phone and your phone is signing you out of YouTube, I can't do that type of basic stuff anymore. You got to get caught up. I have too many people that need money, that need help for money, and I need to go forward. And I can't go back on very basic stuff like what time am I in? What time zone am I in? What time is it? That's very basic stuff. Next, once you are a member, and you hear me say the newsletter, go get it in the newsletter. And then people say, I'm going to the community page to apply for some checks. Where do I say that? Where do I say that? And then for people say, where do I apply for checks? I say in the newsletter 9,000 times a day. So I really need you to get caught up on these very basic elements like the newsletter. Next, the newsletter was created by me so that it was all together. We got 12 categories of checks. Do you want me to sort of mention the 12 checks and you just sort of figure them out? No, you want to put it all together. And that's why I created the newsletter, because I care about you. So they're all together. But if you don't even hear me say go apply on the newsletter, then there's something wrong. And I think there's something wrong as you're not listening. I think there's something wrong as you're not listening. The video says it 1,000 times a day, and there are videos throughout the day that keep it to you say it. I need you to listen, and I'm giving you a lot of tough love right now. You need you to listen, because if you don't listen to something so basic as when I say, go get them a newsletter, you're like, where do I get them? Is that a punk question? Is that a trick question? Because I say it 1,000 times a day. All right, then, for people who say, where do I get the worksheets? And I say, they're in the newsletter 1,000 times a day. That's very basic. It's very, very basic because I say it in the video. And perhaps you're not watching the whole video. Perhaps you're busy, you're zoning away and you're not watching the whole video. If you miss the video, no worry, you can replay the video. If I go too fast, you can replay the video. You can watch the video tape. People were watching a lot of videos yesterday tape. That's fine with me. Watch the video. You miss the video, go replay it later in the day. You can watch the video. It says it in the video. Don't be asking questions if they're already in the video and they're said in the video 10 times. It doesn't look good for you, and I'm not going to cover it anymore. I'm moving on. Next, YouTube alerts versus LALATE.com alerts. YouTube alerts are very clearly different than a LALATE.com alert. This is very basic as well. If alert comes from YouTube, you see it comes from YouTube. So why are you referring to an LALATE.com alert that doesn't look like a YouTube alert? All right, let's change focus now to another issue of commentary right now. Back over the last few months, we all knew there was going to be a stimulus stampede in September. We knew there was. We talked about it a lot on this channel because people will be showing up and getting these sums of money, realizing there's money here and that they've not gotten the money. So one thing that we did not anticipate to happen for the stimulus stampede is what I've seen, and I want you to prepare for it accordingly. I've seen the last few days. Maybe one video a day or 2 videos a day, one person, maybe 2 people. What does that person do? They're really upset with you as a Purple Hawk member. Laugh them off. Laugh them off. What do? They jump in the live chat and say, they said there's going to be a 4th stimulus since July last year, and I've never seen it. You know what I think you should do? Go to the toy store and get some toy dollar bills. You know, they have a pack of fake dollar bills for like 99 cents. And just wave your dollar bills at them in the live chat when they say that. Because they're hysterical. I mean, these are trolls. These are donut guys. They're a combination of it. And the money has been around since March. My viewers have gotten it. And if these people are literally jumping around saying there's no money when you actually are fanning yourself with the dollar bills, it makes them angry. And they are angry. They're angry with themselves. They're angry with society. Folks, ignore them. I'll take care of them. Of course, one viewer last night tried to go after you. They tried to go after the viewers, saying the viewers were fake. The viewers weren't saying this. It's going to get like that, I think. It may get like that, where people who are upset with life are upset that they never did anything to get stimulus. You did to get the stimulus. You're exceeding well. You're doing a great job. You keep on doing it, like Margaret and Lorraine and Nancy and Nisi. Keep on doing what you're doing. And they're going to get more upset with you. Just sort of brush it off, tag them with Purple Patrol, laugh at them, wave some dollar bill emojis at them in the live chat, something like that. They may even be in this live chat, who knows? And we will deal with them accordingly. Coming out today is a brand new Afternoons LATE at 3 o'clock and a big new noontime at 11 noon. This video will automatically take you in there. Stay informed, stay focused. Don't forget to become a member. Go right on this video and become a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power Cow, Casino VIP. You deserve all these incredible sums of money from the shores of Santa Monica, California. It's there, that money. And exciting for all the new checks. 12 categories of checks, 100, 200 checks. And I'm excited for the viewers to get those new sums on top of the sums they have already gotten. Become a member, Purple Hawk, Purple Power Casino VIP. Stay informed, stay focused. Have a beautiful day. See you at 11 o'clock at noontime or on a brand new Afternoons LA at 3 o'clock. From the shores of Santa Monica, California, God bless. Stay informed, stay focused. Stay here and stay with LA for more.